Hey guys, today's topic is how to be a true partner for your clients. I think a lot of us think that, well, if I just, if I ask the right questions, if I do the project well, if I write the copy and they're happy with it, then that's it, I'm doing my best job and I'm a good partner. And yes, that absolutely is, that's great. But quite frankly, that's really kind of like the base level of what you should be delivering, right? I mean, anything less than that would be substandard, but that's really kind of the base level of what you should be delivering as a service provider, as a partner. I would really challenge you to think how you can go above and beyond. I think that sometimes some copywriters or some service providers hesitate to provide additional ideas, or think, all right, well, that doesn't actually pertain to me, so I'm not going to mention this idea to them, or that might not bring me in more work, so I'm not going to mention that to my client. And that's really not the way you should be thinking about it. I mean, yes, obviously, if you have an idea for an additional project that will benefit your client and will benefit you, certainly bring it up. But that's not the only thing that you should be bringing up. Don't be afraid to give your clients ideas that you're not necessarily going to be able to take action on. If it's maybe it's something design related, or maybe it's something, user experience related, UX related. Maybe it's something that you've seen another one of your clients do and you think it'd be a really great idea for them. That's how you think and operate when you're working within a company. And when you are a freelancer, it just demonstrates that you think of yourself as part of the team, and that's really, really valuable for your client because they know that they can rely on you. They know that you are looking out for them. They know that you are thinking not just about this project, but about all kinds of different things, and that makes you much more trustworthy. That makes them want to continue working with you, and that doesn't give them any reason to go look for another copywriter. And quite frankly, once a project finishes, they're going to come back to you because they like how it is to work with you, and they like how you are a true partner to them. And yes, you're not on staff, but you act like and you think like you are part of the team. There's a passivity to a lot of freelancers of like, well, I'm just going to wait for you to bring projects. And don't get me wrong, I am certainly guilty of that sometimes with previous clients. And sometimes if my workload is crazy busy, like for example, you guys know I still take freelance projects. But for the most part, my clients know that I'm there and I'm available to do the work. But because freelancing is not where my focus is right now, they just know that it's going to be more of like, they're going to give me projects, I'm going to turn it around. And that's the nature of our relationship, and that's very much understood in this specific, with these clients. But that's not the ideal scenario, right? Like that is, instead, it should be much more about, and quite frankly, this is on me, but again, this is something that these specific clients understand, and this is what they want from me. But the better scenario, kind of focused on, teaching people copywriting. The better scenario is for you to be proactively working with your clients, not just sitting back and waiting for them to give you stuff, opening your inbox and seeing if there's a new project. It's such a passive way of being, that's an easy way to let clients kind of disappear because you're just kind of sitting and waiting for stuff to come to you. When instead, when you are that partner who's sending along ideas, and maybe even it's a client that you haven't worked with in a while, and maybe your idea isn't even necessarily copy related, it's still valuable to be like, hey Joan, I just haven't talked to you in a while. I hope things are going really well. A client of mine just started doing this, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that could work so well for your company. So I just wanted to pass that along. Have a great rest of your day. And it's the same thing like pitching, right? It's just, except there's no actual sale in there. This is very, very low. This is just, hey, I had an idea. But it's still it's still valuable for them, and it still demonstrates to them what an excellent person you are to work with. And also too, yeah, you know what, in that scenario, it may remind them that you're there, and they're like, oh yeah, actually I have a project that we could bring them in on. Or they might remind them to refer you to someone else. But that's really not the goal there. In this scenario, it really is to be a person who is a partner, who shares, who adds value in any interaction, even if it doesn't immediately bring back value or income to you. When you are that person, you become the person that everybody wants to work with. You become the person who is completely booked up. You become the person that they don't want to let go of. Because you are the best copywriter, you're the best writer they've worked with, and you're the best partner they've worked with. And that's who you want to be and who you want to become. So always think about being that partner, think about being that team member, and think about how you can provide value, even if it doesn't directly benefit yourself.